Maybe.
The lights were gonna dim. I thought we were gonna come back on. Come back on. There you go.
Welcome to a brand new podcast hosted by me, Will Griffith, a freshman here at Clemson University, and I'm calling it CU Life. And today with me, I brought two great friends of mine, Justin and Blake. Welcome, guys. Welcome to the very first premiere. Now, I wanted to start out with just getting to know you guys. So, Justin, tell us a little bit about yourself.
My name is Justin Hafner. I'm a freshman mechanical engineering major here at Clemson. I'm part of the club swim team. Yeah.
Hi, I'm Blake. I am a freshman industrial engineering major here at Clemson. And I am also kind of involved with theater. I'm part-time Brooks crew that works on productions at the Brooks Center here on campus.
And my name is Will. I'm from Maine. I'm also a freshman here at Clemson, and I'll be studying political science here at the university. So first, I want to ask you guys some questions to get to know a little bit more about you guys. Are you guys ready?
I'm ready as I'll ever be.
All right. So Justin, I'm curious, what made you choose industrial engineering as your major?
Mechanical engineering.
Or mechanical engineering, my bad. My apologies.
So I've always really loved like physics, math, the application sciences. So engineering was kind of the best path in my eyes. Both my parents were chemical engineers, so it's always been like an idea to be an engineer at some point. And mechanical, it's just kind of a collection of all the different types of engineering in a sense. So that was just what I thought would be the most interesting, the most fun.
Yeah, so mechanical engineering, that's one of the tougher ones, isn't it? Like of all the engineerings, is that
I would say, it's up there. Chemical is probably one of the tougher ones. Mechanical, it's just because there's so much, to know like a little bit about kind of everything is what makes it tougher. But I mean, yeah, all engineering has its moments of being awful. So
why didn't you choose chemical engineering like your parents?
You know, I question that too sometimes. I do love chemistry. I kind of wish I did do chemical, but
can't switch.
I was talking. Well, I could switch, but I was talking to my parents and just how like the focus on chemical goes. You're a lot more. Like, it wouldn't be as fun. Mechanical, you can like build, design, all kinds of stuff, and it's a lot more open. So I think I'd have a lot more fun with the openness of that instead of chemical kind of focusing.
Yeah. So you're industrial.
Yes, I am industrial.
So what made you choose industrial?
So one of the big things for me was, again, I was also like very good at the math, science, and like applying those to real life situations in high school. And my mom was an engineering major. She was mechanical engineering actually, and kind of seeing what she did was something I was very interested in as well. However, I did not want to like do a manufacturing setting or either even a lab setting kind of. So I was like looking around at options, and industrial engineering majors are needed in almost every industry, from healthcare to manufacturing to kind of think more like consumer technologies. Any field is hiring industrial engineers right now. And so kind of that freedom drew me to that particular engineering major. And really too, when I came on campus to visit, I did industrial engineering and I think mechanical engineering as well. And I was like just vibing with all the industrial engineering majors on campus. And so it was like, these are my people, this is what I'm gonna do.
Right. And you guys must share a lot of classes, right? Like you guys must take common classes.
Yeah, we have MATLAB, physics. We have like actually the same teacher. Yeah.
Oh, that sounds.
Calc 2.
I'm in Calc 3, but yeah.
But you both took Calc 2.
Yeah.
Yes.
Yeah. Look at you, Mr. Special in Calc 3.
You know.
Calc 3 tougher or easier?
Calc 3 is actually a lot easier. Calc 2 is the rough one. Calc 3 is, at least so far, I remember not a whole lot, but we have
like next week.
Yeah, it's like when I walk in class on Friday, I'll probably just want to cry, but right now we'll be okay. So.
Hit a brick wall.
It's coming, I know it is.
I feel like every class has that moment where it's like you're about to hit the brick wall, you're just like waiting for it to happen.
It's like right before the midterm or just right after it, you're just...
We just had our first exam, and like the exam was fine, but then it's like, that wasn't too bad, but then I was like, because my roommate Thomas had, he had,
shout out Thomas.
He had Calc 3 last semester, and like I'd watch him do homework sometimes, just like look over, and he just like, what he was doing, I had like gibberish, had no idea. And I haven't gotten to that part yet, so when I do, I'll be asking for help.
You'll be going straight to Thomas.
Straight to him.
Well, I remember you were telling me yesterday about the practice exam where they didn't have the answer key.
Oh my god.
See, it's so nice having a practice exam, and you're doing it, and you're like, oh, okay, well, this is cool. Like, I get to see what the exam's gonna be like, and then you realize, I don't know if I'm doing any of this right. I have no way to check. So now, like, we run it through like ChatGPT, see what answers they get. Sometimes they agree. I'm like, okay, so maybe I did it right, or maybe we both did it wrong. You never know. But we went into the exam confident, and hopefully it worked. So.
Dang.
Yeah, I know. I don't use ChatGPT for my schoolwork. However,
I was checking
check the work. Yes, I've done that on some like written assignments. Like I'll be like, is this right? And their group work, we can talk about it, we can discuss it, and like, yeah, I just like check my methods. Or like I'll do like, there are some modules where you can do like additional practice, and I'll put that in ChatGPT so it has to explain it to me, and then do my own work on the actual question. Yeah. I don't think that's cheating.
No, that's just using your resources.
Yeah, absolutely not. So I always, like if essays, I'll put my essay into ChatGPT and I'll have it give me some critiques, and I won't copy the exact wording, but I'll use it to kind of be like, it thought this was wrong, so how can I make it better without directly using what they say.
Well, yeah, because that's just you
plagiarism.
Put anything in Grammarly and it will just instantly give you all, and Grammarly's fine to use. No one gets mad about that. So it's the same.
What's the difference?
I will say my English professor last semester, she gave us what AI detector she was using. Because Grammarly will flag it, like AI detectors. If you haven't like replaced the sentence, it will flag it.
Okay.
Yeah.
Not just like spelling or stuff.
Yeah, it makes sense.
But all right. So, what made you guys choose to come to Clemson University over any school you could have gone to? You chose Clemson. So, what made you pick Clemson?
For me, I actually didn't want to go. So I'm from Charleston, South Carolina. So in-state, obviously. I at first wanted to go out of state, so I was looking at like NC State, that's where my sister went, Georgia, like Florida State, Tennessee, all out of state. Right. And then I had Clemson and USC just because in-state always, you gotta apply to the in-state schools. Yeah. And so I wasn't gonna go to any of the in-state schools, but then like got closer and closer, like in the senior year, all my friends were doing Clemson or thinking about it, and I like came to visit the summer before. I went when there was no students, so it wasn't like the whole atmosphere. But I just like was talking to different people that I knew here because so many people from my high school came here. Yeah. But so it was a big thing was everyone I talked to here loved it. Like they had absolutely no complaints. I had a good amount of friends coming here too. So like they made like my roommate Thomas. Literally have known him since we were born. We used to live next door to each other when we were like infants. Yeah. So like it was cool to have a lot of people that I knew, but also come here and meet a bunch of new people. But yeah, and then in-state money, of course, was a big factor on that.
So I'm curious, if Thomas had gone to another school, do you think you still would have come to Clemson?
Yeah, no, I would have still come to Clemson.
Still would have come.
It made things a lot easier. Because then it was like, well, like roommates were figuring out like that was, because we talked to each other and we're like, it was like our roommate agreement, like talking about it was literally just like, you want a room? And he was like, that'd be awesome. And that was like the extent of our comment. Like, it was just so easy. For Robbie and I always tell the story. We met each other like maybe 3 or 4 days before selection, where he sent me a message of like, hey, we're both theater kids. Hey, we're both poli-sci. Do you want a room together? And we're just like, yeah. Why not? At this point.
Needs a disclosure though. I will say, do not recommend. I've heard horror stories about that.
So. Yeah.
Like meeting person like 3 days before.
Oh yeah, no.
Don't just be like, it'll work itself out. No.
I got lucky to where it worked itself out.
Yeah.
Because some people like
for now
they think it's okay, and then like they'll get there, like first couple days are great, but then you start like getting in like the habits of your roommate, and it's like downhill.
Man. Yeah. Like Robbie, like I have my grievances with him, but he's in any other human. I'm not gonna hold it against him. I mean, I'm sure he has his grievances with me. I'm sure. I mean, you guys have your grievances with us.
Yeah, we figure it out. It's nothing. If it was big enough, we'd say something. It's never like anything bad.
Like I've had those thoughts where like my roommate will do something, and I'm like, I just like am thinking to myself, why? Like I can't believe you would do that. And then I come back to it like 2 seconds later and be like, bruh, I'm overreacting. Like that doesn't matter. It's not important.
Like I won't say anything because I don't want to call out Robbie. Robbie's my man. I keep my friendship with him, but. All right, so, so what made you come to Clemson? My bad, I almost skipped over you. I'm sorry. It's my first time.
It's okay. So what really, brought me to Clemson, I really only applied, I knew I wanted to go to engineering, right?
Yeah.
And I was pretty set on industrial, and so I looked kind of at schools that offered that. I also knew I wanted to still be involved in theater. I was involved with it all through my life since like the age of 3. So I knew I still wanted to do that, and I wanted to find a place that had a pretty robust kind of like theater scene. Like I could take classes, I could work in a theater, I could see shows. And Clemson was something that had that for me. And so that was a big factor that pulled me. And also, I live 30 minutes away, which is just far enough to where my parents will not come and visit.
What?
Like, well,
That's
like,
crazy.
they'll come like once a while. Like,
That's
once in a while.
crazy. 30 minutes is too far for them?
Nah, it's just like, it's not
It's
like in your
not worth
backyard. Yeah. But it's also close enough to where like I can go home on the weekend and do my laundry
If you
at
need
home
that.
and not deal with the dorm laundry. Not that it's bad, but people are stupid.
Some people will just leave their stuff in the washing machine
my
or the dryer for an extended period of time.
There's
And it just sits
Whoa,
there.
guys. I've done that a time or two.
There's
On
just-
accident.
On accident.
Trust it.
Well, there's been a time, like Thomas and I were in our dorm, we were both sitting there, like just talking about whatever, and just an epiphany hits. I go, my laundry's in the wash, and I like sprint out of the room, and then I just hear Thomas like footsteps behind me. His stuff was in the dryer. We had both forgotten, and we just both was like, no. We were,
Well, you can't leave it at the washer. That's like where it gets all moldy. For
you know, it wasn't long enough for it to be bad. It was just long
you
enough
got
to be an
lucky.
inconvenience. And no one moved it, so it was okay. And other stuff was open, so I wasn't inconveniencing people. It was just like a,
I will say there's a story in our like little band chat for our residential hall where it's someone put their laundry in with someone else's laundry that was either done or hasn't been started yet, which I don't even know why you think that's a good idea. If you're watching, whoever that was, take this as a PSA. Don't do that. That's really douchey.
If you didn't know,
don't do it. Yeah, because like I don't want to have to pick through your clothes. Like let's think about this. I don't want to pick through your underwear that has just been washed. Like I know it's just been washed, but I'm.
but it's still like it's not your own. It's just like it's not your stuff. You don't want to be like messing.
Right.
I know.
Like I struggle to even move it out of the washer or dryer to somewhere else. Like,
Look, I'm gonna call that man Jeff. Jeff, that's a no-go. Come on, man. We know better than that. You know better than that.
We'd hope at least. We'd really hope.
At Clemson, I'd hope so.
We'd hope.
But all right. So you guys are both in-state, I hear.
We on.
So do you guys think the transition from college or not, or like high school childhood, so this now college adulthood, do you think, has it been easy? What's made it easy? What's been hard about it?
I mean, I feel like I was a very independent child already.
Yeah.
I was always like out of the house, doing something, and I didn't really like. Not that I didn't see like my parents or my family like a lot. Like I saw them. On
So
a
you
regular
hated your
basis.
family?
No, that's not what I said.
Wow.
Wow.
Brutal.
For real. But it was just I was already like really independent, and so coming here, like I already did my own laundry. I already like did the dishwasher and like cooked my own food. Like, I mean, it wasn't that big of a transition. And on top of that, like educational wise, I came from a school that wasn't like the spirit, like the school spirit and the culture really wasn't there. Like everyone was there and just wanted to leave like as soon as possible, graduate early, not stay the entire day if they could.
Mm-hmm.
And so coming to Clemson, where there's a really big culture and a really big, like, in a way, family, where it's like you can meet anyone on the street and just like talk to them is kind of great and something I really look forward to and something I've enjoyed the past semester and a half, kind of.
Yeah, that's Southern hospitality. I feel like
Yeah.
it's something we take for granted. At
Yeah.
Clemson, it's not something you get everywhere at any school where you can share that common bond of saying, hey, we both either have Clemson as a connection, we're both going to the school, we both love the school. That's something like that. I think it's something special about this campus particularly.
Well, yeah, for me, so I had an interesting, like, it was a lot easier for me because, like, I would say probably 40% of my high school came to Clemson. So it's like
Crazy.
So like,
This man's always hanging out in like groups of like 10, 15, 20.
because it's like, so almost my entire friend group, at least for the guys, almost all of us came here. And so it's
And you
like,
got people that like you don't talk to that also went to your high school.
Yeah, I mean,
like that
there's-
one group.
yeah, there's all kinds of people that are like, are you like you're above me or like our grade? It's like I just like have seen them around. It's like we know each other. So it's been really easy for me coming here. Like my first day when I was like moving in, I literally just called one of my friends and was like, hey, can you come help me move in? And then I moved my stuff in, instantly left my dorm and got food with like 3 guys. And like, so my transition was like, it's kind of sad. It's like a high school, but like next level. But it's like, I've also met so many new people. So it's like, I'm not just only with the same people. It's like with like a combo.
Right.
And then like academics wise, it's like I went to a private high school. So it was like so it was like our academics were very hard.
Yeah.
Like compared to first semester, of college, I'd say it's like pretty comparable. Like
Okay.
it wasn't too much of like a shock of like having like a lot of homework or having to like study in the library for a few hours or anything like that. So my transition was very easy, which was very nice. So
PSA to everybody: these two are honors students.
That is true.
All three of us are
I
honors.
was gonna say, all three
of
of
us
us
are
are.
honors
Yeah.
students. So take what we say with a grain of salt.
Just don't do okay, they don't have to deal with the honors classes though.
No, they don't have to deal with the
Some of
honors
it-
classes. Some of them are questionable.
Oh my gosh. They say, we have documentation that says that honors classes are not harder.
Oh.
That is a lie.
That's a straight up lie.
I didn't make a mistake, but like
Yeah. No, I wouldn't drop the honors college. However,
No.
I would rethink some decisions about my course load.
Having a regular course. I'm not going to say which course this is, but I took an honors level
we're thinking
intro.
the same thing. I know we are.
Yeah.
I took an honors level intro course, and the final project the final for the original class is an exam. The final for the class I took, the honors section, was a 50-page script
That's in depth.
was
That's a lot of pages.
It was a fun class, so I had a good time with it. But oh man, was that script stressful!
I remember when you were writing it, you'd do like 5 pages a day, and I was like, how do you even write 5 pages a day?
crazy.
I genuinely think I'd spend like 15 to 20 hours in total on it.
Well, I mean, yeah,
That-
50 pages is a lot of
and
pages.
it really isn't a lot when you look at like a word count, because it was like maybe 10,000 words.
But still.
But still, it
You just
adds
have
up so much over time with coming up with the story, coming up with a storyboard, characters, making those
Yeah,
characters.
well, because it's hard to like be creative and to like flush out all the characters and like the entire story to even,
right.
or unless you have like just a really, really long story to get it to that 50-page mark, because you have to talk
Right.
about. I mean, I remember in high school I had to write like a 3-page like fairy tale story, and I struggled because I was like, I can't even figure out what to write about.
Was it double spaced at least?
No, I don't
No?
think so. Well, I could do 1.5 pages. I'm like, come on,
rough.
I can
Single
possibly
single
do-
spaced. Oh,
Single
that's
spaced 3
rough.
pages, and I'm not a writer.
12
I-
times New Roman double spaced.
So that would be nice. I wish.
My longest writing I've ever done was those lab reports in Gen Chem 1.
I didn't take chem, so I got the credit, so I lucked out with that.
Crazy thing, I think I've told you both of you already, but I've never had to take chemistry in my life.
Dude, that's my favorite.
Like even in
class.
high school, I never took chemistry, never took intro basic chemistry. I know literally nothing
I'm
about
so
it.
sad that I'm
We'll
not
never
taking
have
chem.
to take it. I'm taking astronomy as my science.
You totally
That's
can take
cool.
Chem. I think
Well,
I need
yeah.
a lab science.
I don't need it anymore. Like for
Astronomy.
mechanical, it's you only need like the Chem 1 credit, or maybe you need no. I think you just need Chem 1 credit, and I got it covered. So I just never take chemistry again. They all have classes. Like I'm in a material science class. It's like there's chemistry like worked into it, but it's not, which is cool. I actually
It's Chem
I-
1 though. Probably. It's Chem 1
Yeah,
stuff that's built
it was
into
like
not Chem 2.
it was bonding and stuff. It wasn't anything like super in depth.
That's a jump scare.
So
That was my brick wall in Chem last semester.
Bonding?
Like, yeah, oh my gosh. That and like the whole like formation like changes like enthalpy and
Oh yeah.
all that. See, I don't even know what I'm talking about anymore. I kind of blocked it out of my head.
It comes back in waves for me.
all right. So just one question I'm curious about is what's something that everybody knows about you? So like if I were to ask your friends, what's something that all of them know about Justin? What's something all of them know about Blake? If that makes a question.
I would say I'm almost positive every one of my friends knows that I have swam like my entire life. So I do club swim here at Clemson. I would say probably every one of them knows. And anyone that's wondering, club swim meet February 15th at Fike
Heck yeah.
in the morning. So
in the morning.
it's like 10 a.m. 10
Yeah.
a.m. It's not like it's like mid morning. But yeah, so I would say I'm pretty confident that almost everybody would know that I swim.
Us college kids, that's early in the morning. I'm not gonna lie.
Okay, yeah.
Is
like,
that on a weekend?
I don't want to. Yeah, it's Saturday.
That's way too
Okay,
early.
yeah.
I'll be there for you though.
Is it just me or have y'all started waking up at like 8:30, like regularly, like before my
Well,
alarm?
see,
I could never do that.
I would relate, but I have 3 8 a.m.s, and my roommate has the same 3 I have on a Tuesday. So I'm up at 7, like 4 days a week. So I wish I could say 8:30, but sadly not.
I would relate, but none of my classes start till like 11 or 12, so I'm up at like 10:30 every day. I'm not gonna lie.
My roommate is a business major, and I'm jealous of him because of stuff like that. I'll get up.
Don't get me started.
He was supposed to be out of the room. Like, no offense to my roommate, but like he'll just be sitting there, and I was like, "Don't you have a class right now?" And he's like, "Oh, it got canceled." And I'm like, "Why?" And he was like, "Just because." And
My
like,
8 a.m. got canceled this morning. I got a literature class at 8 a.m. It got canceled this morning. I woke up 7 a.m. alarm, looked at my phone. Very first notification was car trouble. Can't make it in. I'll see you guys Friday. Put that phone down. Thomas was going to the shower for his 8 a.m. I said, I'm going back to sleep. Knocked out instantly.
Is that your the one that you've been reading books and
yeah, so that
Holocaust literature?
It's a Holocaust class, which it's a lot of work. I was iffy about it at the start. I complained a lot about it at the start.
You definitely did complain.
I complain all the time about it.
You had like one time where you came in with like all your hair like bedhead.
Yeah.
Your eyes were. You looked like literally you had gone through it.
Well, because it's actually not bad though. I love that class.
Time consuming, isn't it?
Very time consuming, but it honestly might be one of my favorite classes this semester, which is kind of funny because like usually I don't like English. Like engineering. I don't really want to have to deal with English after this semester. But like last semester, my English class, I actually really enjoyed it, and I really enjoy the one this semester. Not that I would actually want to do it, but it's like it's cool. It's kind of cool to like move it in.
Breaking news: Justin switching to English major.
I would crash out if I was an English major. Yeah. If I had to write like a paper or something, like I'll
every semester, every class.
Well, because I just like the classes. Because I just like to like have like conversation. It's all like discussion based. Yeah. So it's like I can like a good discussion. Yeah. I'll take that. Like if that's in my 8 a.m. class, just me like talking to people, that's okay. Like I can do that. If I woke up at 8 a.m. or 7 a.m. Dude, if I had to wake up at 7 a.m. and go to MATLAB,
oh my god,
and sit there, I already almost fall asleep in that class on the daily just because. If it was that early, I'd be having double fists and coffee, just going for it.
I will say that's the one thing I saw when like making my schedule. That either the MATLABs were like at 8 a.m. or like 2:30 to like 4:30, and ain't no way I was doing MATLAB at 8 a.m.
I got the very last spot in the 11 a.m. one or 10 a.m. one. That was because I just have English, math, and MATLAB, and then break on physics. But I just get a lot of it done in the morning.
That's good. Yeah. So Blake, what's something everybody knows about you?
Probably something everyone knows about me would be that I'm dyslexic. I'm not gonna lie. Almost all of my friends know that about me because I have to explain why I can't spell, or why I'll like be writing a paper and be like, "Hey Siri, how do you spell this word that definitely everyone should know how to spell?" And yeah, that's probably I always have to explain myself. So I'm like, oh, it's okay, I'm dyslexic. And I also say it like as a joke sometimes, and then sometimes people I meet think I'm not serious, and I'm like, oh no, I actually.
I'm joking, but I was like double meaning there, joking, but I am being serious. So
like I remember one time we were going on one of our walks, and I said left, and you turned right, and you were like, oh no, I'm sorry, I'm dyslexic. Yeah. I'm like, oh, I don't think those have anything. I don't
know if that correlates, but you can.
People somewhat.
Yeah.
It correlates somewhat, because. Yeah.
I'm sure it makes it a little bit.
Yeah.
I'm sure it builds on each other, kind of, right?
We can pretend.
No. I wear my watch on my left wrist, so I know which way it's right.
Oh, that's
Is that way? Are you a righty?
Yeah.
I think isn't that if you're a righty, don't you wear it on your left wrist? Because then it's like okay. I always get confused with that because I used to put on my right wrist. My dad was like, "Justin, what are you doing? You're right-handed. Why are you doing that?" I was like, "I don't know. I just was putting the watch on."
Can we talk about these like crazy people that are like their watch face is here?
Oh, like the military?
Yeah.
Like
I don't.
Like, are they ROTC students? Because
no,
I just like because I feel like okay, if you're looking at your watch, like okay, you can just put your arm up. You don't have to go. Right. Like, I guess like it's kind of natural. Like I don't know. I don't get it. I don't see why you'd want to.
Yeah, I feel that's weird. Because like if you lay your hands down on the table, like it's gonna hit the table.
It's the screen. Like if you have an Apple Watch, that's screen straight.
Like the only thing I can think of is if it's like if the face is here and your like arm is like brushing past something, then like you don't hit it, I guess. But then I don't know. I feel like you'd still.
Either way, your arm could like brush something.
Yeah. So I don't know.
That's somebody. We need to find somebody who does that, and we need to ask them.
Yeah. Someone explain it.
Someone explain it.
Yeah.
But all right, so you guys are a semester and a half in, or a semester and a quarter probably. But what's your favorite class you've taken so far at Clemson?
So, my favorite class was I took SolidWorks last semester.
Oh my god!
Which I know,
not where I thought that was going.
You wouldn't think it was my favorite. That class was brutal. there was many days where I'd be sitting at my desk about to throw hands with my computer, and it sucked, but I had a lot of fun because it's really cool because you get to like design different parts and stuff, and it's probably the closest thing I've done to like actual like mechanical engineering at this point because like general engineering is just equations. It's just like easy calculations.
Plug and chug.
Yeah, exactly. Okay, like
Easy.
Okay, easy. Yeah, you're right. But it's like
I'm a poli-sci major, guys. I can't do this.
That's fair. But like MATLAB, or not MATLAB. Whoa, not MATLAB. Whoa, sorry. MATLAB haunts me. But SolidWorks was cool. It was you could like actually like make things and you could like assemble everything. It just gave me a lot of trouble at times.
I'd like knock on the door and be like, "Hey, Justin," and he'd just be sitting there like.
There'd be a lot of times where I would
At like 11 o'clock at night, just it's like, but it's due at 11:59.
I'd be sitting there, I'd like call someone, be like, guys, I need help right now. I can't figure this part out. They're like, oh, we got you.
It looked like so simplistic, and then you'd start to explain it, and I'd be like, whoa. Heck nah.
It was fun though. Love the relationship, but love that class. I actually really miss it.
Will I have a second one that you can take?
I think that's my only. I think that's it. We take 2 math labs though, or at least I do for mechanical. I take. It's not like actually. It's like you use MATLAB like in it. So
that's crazy. I'm sorry. Wait. Okay. I'm sorry. That's crazy. I don't even know how to make it through one. That's wild, bro.
We're clipping that. That's gonna be a YouTube short.
That's just like the clip of like when you're about to click on it, you see.
Blake just.
Yeah. No, so I have to do Python and Java in the same semester, like intro to both. I'm dreading that. But I hope the intro makes it means it's easy.
Yeah.
Okay, we're in intro to MATLAB.
What is MATLAB about?
Don't even.
Don't even start.
That's a good question.
Well, it's coding, but it's like. I don't know what you do with it. Like
it's like coding for engineers.
But like I don't even know if engineers. I thought engineers use like Python or something because it's like easier and like makes more sense. I thought MATLAB was like the most like, the least simplistic coding because it's like unforgiving. At least that was my interpretation of everyone that I've talked to about it, who also despised that class. But
and you have to take 2. You have to take another semester.
Well, I don't know if it's not like, maybe it's not MATLAB focused, but I think you use it like a good amount in the class. So I have to like remember everything, which is gonna be the struggle.
That's a rip.
Yeah, I wish you luck in that.
Yeah, I'm gonna need it.
So if I were to ask you what your least favorite class is, would you say MATLAB?
Yes. It's MATLAB. Yeah, I don't even know why I question that. It's MATLAB. Frankly, I just am not a fan of coding. I mean, like there's things that I know I like to do and things I don't know I don't like to do. And sitting at a computer and typing lines of code is one of those things that I despise doing. Because when you sit there and your code should be right and you watch it just be wrong over and over, not very fun.
It's really frustrating.
And it's not like you feel like validation like when you get it right and you're like, oh, I got it. Like you finish and you're just like, that's stupid, and you move on. Like there's no like good feeling afterwards. It's just like
Do you think it makes common sense, like what you originally wrote, and then you figure out what the correct answer is, and you're like, that doesn't make any sense at all?
Yeah, no. Like what we did today. Darn.
F print F.
Yeah.
What does the F stand for?
I don't even know what that code's for. I couldn't tell you.
So Blake, what's your favorite and least favorite class you've taken so far?
I think I can choose a favorite, if I'm being quite honest. I will say I have enjoyed, surprisingly, my English 1030 class. Professor Chapman, love you, thank you, you made that class wonderful. It was creative based, and all of the reading assignments were past students' work, and the students came and talked.
Oh, that's really cool.
Yeah, it was really nice. Would recommend, because she also unlimited reattempts. I made 111 in that class.
Okay, well, that's awesome. That's
awesome.
awesome.
If you're in her class, read her emails. She hides her extra credit in there. They're long emails.
Unlimited reattempts, though.
Unlimited attempts is crazy.
Attempts.
And it's not like she's just like 93 and doesn't tell you. Like, she tells you what's wrong.
So you can instantly go and fix it. Yep. Submit it like 15 minutes later.
That's
like,
awesome.
oh.
Yeah, it's great. I enjoyed that. I enjoy theater lighting 1 and 2 because it's big thing in my life is theater lighting design. So that's a really fun class.
Dude, we're all nerds. You can't just like you can't just drop that on. I like to admit it, but like.
It was either one of those. I don't know. And like, I enjoyed probably every class last semester, I'm not gonna lie.
Here's a question though. Do you have a definite least favorite?
Oh yes.
Is it MATLAB?
I know what that answer is.
Oh my gosh.
It's not MATLAB because of the coding. Like, I'm fine with coding. Like, I enjoy writing the lines of code. The fact that the class is structured, you're taking coding exams on paper is what really frustrates me.
That's all, because you can't run your code. You don't know if it's right or not.
Like, can we, okay,
Wait, what?
Yeah,
How do you do a coding exam on paper?
Okay, so...
Or like multiple choice, can you do that at least? Like which
No,
code is
multiple
correct?
Well, I mean, there's a couple like you fill in a. I guess it's like kind of multiple choice,
There's
but
one multiple choice on
I just I mean like multiple choice. It's like you like analyze it and you have to figure out if it's like if it will compute or if it won't, and like if it doesn't, then you need to say like what operator you need for
Right.
some things. But it's like. It's a coding class. Like if I'm ever doing this in real life, I can see if my code works or not. When I'm sitting there on the exam, I'm just like, ooh, I don't know if this one's gonna work or not. It'd be really nice. I could like press a button and go, okay, it didn't go through. Let me fix it.
Right,
You
like
can't do that.
If you're from the College of Engineering and you can influence the class, can we please get our exams in the MATLAB grader that we use for our homework?
Also, if you were in the class that messed up the exams because you cheated on all of them and forced us to go to paper, there's words I would like to say, but you're making my life a lot harder. You guys got it off easy, and then you gave us the burden.
I want a written apology.
On my desk.
Yes.
By
On my
tomorrow.
desk.
This desk, actually.
This
I want it on
desk.
this desk.
But like the thing that makes it terrible is that your only grades are your exams. So if you
What?
screw up on your exams, nothing else counts. The homework doesn't count.
Wait, so what's the point of doing the homework?
So you can,
Practice.
okay, in theory, so you do all the exams, but then you don't know how to do the homework, and you're sitting there, and you're just like, well, I guess that's a next time problem.
Yeah, exactly. Like the MATLAB grader for the homework, like you can run it before you submit and see what the output is. Like, can we just get that for exams? Because let's be honest, in real life, that's how it's going to work. So, PSA for engineering students, take a lot of your course load when you're taking MATLAB. It's going to be a lot of studying. My professor today said you either went into the exam underprepared and did really badly, or you overprepared and are going to do really bad on the second one because you prepared less. I think I'm in the badly prepared group. So those grades come out like this weekend.
They do?
I don't know. That's why we don't have class Friday.
That's why second grade?
Yeah.
I just really want to be nice. I guess that is
No, it's
nice.
MATLAB.
I don't know if I want that exam.
How does it take that long to grade? Because I mean, I took a
It's all on paper.
Russian exam on paper today, and she had it graded in like 30 minutes.
Okay, that's just impressive. I will say, coolest, or not coolest, but like most impressive thing I've ever seen was my physics teacher in high school. I didn't take like an AP physics, I just had like normal physics.
Yeah.
He would, like, our test would be graded like before you left the room, because
Yeah.
you'd hand it to him instantly and start grading it. And like he'd have the grades within like 2 hours, and he had like 3 or 4, maybe even 5 physics classes, all of them within a couple hours grades were in.
That's crazy.
That was very impressive. Coach Clizzy, you're the man.
Shout out.
My physics professors, or my old physics professor, just took us to Scarowinds, actually.
That's pretty cool.
That was fun.
Alright.
We talked about roller coasters and how gravity, I think. We talked about roller coasters.
Well, like you have that angle, like the launch angle.
Yeah, I did not get that deep. We were there to ride rides.
Makes sense.
All right. I think we should try something a little fun. What do you guys
I'm
think?
so down. I'm ready.
All right. So before we start, this is a turn-based thing. Do either one of you want to go first?
I got it. So
You want to go first?
I'll take the.
All right. We're going to do a segment that I'm calling the Freshman 15.
Oh, okay. I got you.
I'm going to ask you 15.
It's real, by the way. It's
It-
real. Especially if you're in the honors dorms because we're connected to the dining hall. That's dangerous.
What's dangerous? The ice cream. You get the cup. No, you get the cup. You get a chocolate chip cookie. Put it in. Sit in the lime to the side though. Get your spoon, mash it up, and then you put the ice cream on top.
Oh my god.
Dangerous combo. Get it every day for lunch when I can.
And then once you have like the pop points, you got Cane's that is right there too. And the grill place that's really good.
We need to go back. We've been since like
I've
the first.
I've gone a couple
Tiger,
times.
it's
since.
very good.
Tiger Stripes Grill.
Tiger Stripe, that's what it's called.
Tiger Stripe Grill.
That place,
On the
smash
corner.
burger, was really good. The buffalo
chicken wrap was pretty
that
good
was
too.
really good.
The fries were pretty good.
I got
It was
Witch
cheaper.
Witch yesterday actually, and it was good. Don't get me wrong. I was sitting there for a while, but good sandwich.
Okay.
Workers were doing what they could. Proud of them.
Yeah.
But all right, so the freshman 15, I'm gonna ask you 15 questions.
In a row, just like rapid fire.
Rapid fire. I need you to answer them really quickly.
All right, I got you.
All right, you ready?
Yep.
If you could switch your major, what would you switch it to?
Business.
What's your dream job?
Business job.
What's the best energy drink?
Best? I'm gonna go with the shoot. I don't know what its actual name is, but like the white Monster, white Monster, whatever that one is.
Basketball or football?
Football.
Go-to brand of clothes?
Brand
or store?
I'll just go to like Nike.
What's a place you've always wanted to travel to?
Germany.
What's your favorite board game?
Favorite board game? Catan.
Okay. If you had to learn a foreign language, what would it be?
Probably Spanish.
What website do you think you travel to most?
Website?
Yeah.
Canvas. That's the answer.
Favorite TV show?
Pull up your search history right now.
Yeah, pull it up right now.
Hold on.
Sorry,
Rapid fire.
I didn't interrupt the first one.
Oh wait, sorry. Oh, my phone's off.
Favorite TV show?
Favorite TV show? Breaking Bad.
Handwriting or typing?
Handwriting. I don't type well actually. I'm really bad at typing, so that's.
Favorite game show?
Favorite game show? I don't really watch Jeopardy. We'll go Jeopardy. Jeopardy's cool.
Who's had the greatest effect on your life?
Probably my dad.
Your dad? Kendrick or Drake?
Kendrick.
And what do you think your greatest accomplishment
Actually, take that back. Kanye. Sorry, third option, Kanye. Keep going.
What do you think your greatest accomplishment is?
My greatest accomplishment? Greatest accomplishment would be making the decision to kind of Clemson, of course. Being an engineering student, that's my accomplishment.
Right.
Getting through the first semester.
Yeah,
There you go. Good job.
I'm looking at my search history now. I'll get you guys.
We need to confirm right now.
It won't. Okay, my phone's different. Like on my computer, it's Canvas for
It's
sure.
on your computer, it's
Yeah.
Canvas.
This is gonna be something dumb though. I can tell you
Mine's
that.
gonna be like Gmail, YouTube,
No, mine's gonna.
Google. But Google doesn't count, let's be honest.
Yeah.
Google.com does not count.
I don't use like Safari a lot, like back to back. I always have an app on my phone. Now, if we're talking about like computer-wise, it's definitely.
All right, let's see.
First thing right now, confirm it.
Wait, I have the. It's football. What is this though? Oh, I think it's the Eagles roster.
The Eagles roster.
I have a barber shop because I had to get my hair cut.
Yeah.
Good RX. CU course. I looked up the size of a nucleus.
Oh.
Nothing crazy. It's nothing good in here. I looked up what butter fudge was because I didn't know what butter fudge was.
What is it? What?
It's
Butter?
different than it's okay. It's fudge, but it's made
With butter?
by boiling butter, sugar, and milk, and then you beat it until it cools, and then you have butter fudge.
You know, I wonder because like normally people use sweet condensed milk for fudge. That's probably it.
Yeah, but
Like,
yeah, nothing
it's weird.
crazy. NFL games.
We don't have much of those left.
That was a funny reel, but I can't.
Blake, are you ready?
Yeah. Is it the same question?
No, you're gonna get different questions. Some of them are gonna be the same, but most of yours are gonna be different. All right, you ready?
Yeah.
If you could switch your major, what would you switch it to?
Business management.
Okay. Favorite state you've been to?
Ooh, state. Maine's gorgeous.
Maine? Okay. I like your choice. Favorite flavor of ice cream?
Ooh. Okay, so like Ben and Jerry's has a premium line of ice cream. It's like if you're ever in Easley, South Carolina, Good Karma Ice Cream in downtown, best place. Just shout out. It's like they have premium flavors, and it's like a waffle like station thing where it's like waffle
Wait,
sugar cone waffle bits with like chocolate. And
they sell it in
caramel.
stores, or is it just in?
I think it's.
Is it like the American Dream or whatever? Like the one with, there's like one with like Jimmy Fallon or like some of those, or no?
Nah,
Different.
Like Ben and Jerry's?
No, it's Hershey's ice cream. It's Hershey's.
Hershey's.
Not Ben
Oh,
and Jerry's.
okay,
Sorry.
okay.
Sorry. Good karma.
Okay.
Go there. Anyway, so.
Okay. Eagles or Chiefs?
Don't answer
Chiefs.
wrong.
Chiefs?
Oh
Good pick. Good pick.
no.
If you could interview anyone, dead or alive, who would it be?
Oh, that's anyone dead or alive. I know these are supposed to be rapid fire, but I have no idea. I don't know. Someone influential. I think.
That's a lot of people that have been
Right,
influential.
Right. I mean, no, I'm just gonna like I'm gonna interview Will.
Will? Oh, man.
I don't know. Oh my gosh. I don't know, like Steve Jobs.
Steve Jobs? Okay.
Steve Jobs or Bill
Gates?
Bill Gates, yes. I said Bill Clinton. Like, that's not.
Bill Clinton.
That would have been quite the.
That'd be quite the interview. All right, graphic novels or regular novels?
Graphic novels.
Graphic novels. What's a class you really want to take?
No.
MATLAB 2?
No.
Sorry.
Does it count that I'm doing a study abroad class over the summer in
Sure.
France? Okay, that
That you really want to take it?
one. Yeah.
John Cena or The Rock?
The Rock.
How do you start an email to your professors?
It starts, good morning, good afternoon, or hello, whichever one I'm feeling like. If I know they're going to probably read it that day, like, good morning or good afternoon. If not, hello, Professor Blank, Alva.
Okay. What's your favorite color?
Blue.
Blue. What's a song you really loved as a child?
As a child?
Huh? Mine was Call Me Maybe.
Dude, as a child, I listened to a lot of classic rock because my dad. So.
My dad got me into a lot of classic rock.
I didn't listen to that music as a child, I'm not gonna lie.
Huh?
All I remember is I had one of those like singing toothbrushes as a child. It's from One Direction or something.
That's awesome.
I guess I'm gonna say that one.
Okay.
I don't know what the song is.
Coke or Pepsi?
Oh, Coke and parentheses Diet Coke.
Okay. Cane's or Chick-fil-A?
Chick-fil-A.
Chick-fil-A.
Actually, Zaxby's.
Oh my lord. That's crazy.
Okay, people be hating on this take. However,
Zaxby's over Cane's, Chick-fil-A
No.
over all of it.
Yes. But if we're like,
But you just chose Zaxby's over.
but like a direct comparison to Cane's, Zaxby's. But if it's like those three, Chick-fil-A all the way. However, but like listen. Cane's
I'm listening.
chicken is really good. However,
I actually disagree. I don't even like Cane's. It's not that good. I don't think the sauce is as good as they think it is. I don't think the chicken's as good as they say it is. I think if you go to Chick-fil-A, you get actually you can get anything, but number one, milkshake's the main thing to get. The fiend for milkshakes.
I might get one on our way out from the studio.
That's
today,
not a
I'm
bad
gonna
idea.
lie.
Just
Cookout
because.
milkshakes.
Okay.
Guys, we're pausing the show. Time out.
Another take.
Time out. We're going to
Another
one
take.
right now.
Cookout is good. The milkshake's very good. I'll give them that. Why can I not drink it like a milkshake? Why do I have to use a spoon?
That is true. I just use a spoon.
Well, no, their milkshakes are awesome, but because then if you're like on the go, you can't, or you can, but like it's a lot more difficult to be like driving down the road and you're like having to like use the spoon and like.
I don't eat while I'm driving though. I can never do that.
No, really. I've almost died a few times
It's
doing
probably a
it,
good
but
thing, honestly. All right. Who's had the greatest effect on your life?
Probably my mom. I love you too, Dad, but
yeah, I love my mom too. Just
No, it's too late for that. You're beyond that. It's way too late.
I was behind.
And what do you think your greatest accomplishment is?
there's two that I'm really proud of.
Yeah.
One is lighting design for a production of Godspell in Greenville. Love that. design.
Oh, you've shown me pictures
I
of
have.
it. It's amazing.
Gorgeous.
It is beautiful.
Two is being South Carolina Youth and Government Speaker of the House and being elected in that position and holding it for a year. I presided in the actual state house, which is so cool. Anywho.
Yeah. Congratulations, guys. You both did it.
Yes.
No panic attacks. I mean,
Almost,
off tangent a couple
well.
times. Off tangent a couple times. We had to
Never
pull up a
did.
search history.
Well,
We had to talk
it
about
wasn't that
Cane's.
interesting. Like I wish I could have given some more content,
And
but
we-
it's really not anything like.
We only had one person get upset about the Kansas City Chiefs. I mean,
Dude,
it's a new record.
If you wanted the Chiefs to win, why?
I want the Chiefs to win.
Why?
Because, do you not want to witness history in the making? The first ever three-peat.
It was not the first time. I thought
Yes.
Green Bay had one.
No.
Green Bay had one in like the 20s, I thought.
No. This would be the first ever three-peat in Super Bowl history. I mean, it might be like football championship or whatever.
See,
but-
I don't
that's
think
probably
y'all
what it
know
was.
this, but I
and the
was
Kansas City
informed.
Chiefs have
Let's
already
see,
made
let's
an
see.
agreement that with Pat Riley for the three-peat trademark.
Maybe it wasn't
When
Super
the Super
Bowl.
Bowl was happening.
Yeah, it wasn't the
on
Super
Sunday,
Bowl.
so
It was
yes.
championship game. That's why.
Yeah.
I mean, I don't like
No?
them. Because Eagles. I just want
They
the
got the
Eagles to
super
win.
team.
Exactly. Like
The only reason I want them to win is because of Saquon, and that's it.
Well, like Saquon, yeah, that's fair. I mean, I'm a Cowboys fan, so like I can't. Like, I really shouldn't want them to win, but I'd rather the Eagles win than the Chiefs. Yeah.
That's crazy.
I will say, I'm not too big into football. Like, Clemson football, yes.
Clemson football?
Yeah.
Oh man.
I miss football season.
We won't get into that. They already have a bunch of sports shows on here.
Yeah,
Check
we won't
them
get
out.
into it.
Go check
but
them out.
Tailgates are fun.
Yeah.
Tailgates are
Games are great.
So, for me, if Clemson football isn't happening that weekend, football doesn't exist.
That's
yeah.
crazy. Clemson gymnastics, though.
Oh my gosh.
Thank you, Bree
So
Clark.
great.
Thank you on Friday
So great.
for clutching up.
Did we win?
Yeah, she got like a 9.925 to win.
Can we talk about? We're not sports line.
Yeah, we're not
Losing Georgia Tech.
That's crazy. In triple overtime. I saw Thomas come back into the room at like 12 o'clock.
Yeah, he walked back so
hated
demoralized, dude. He was like, I want to go to sleep at 8:30, and the game
ended at
kept
12:30.
going.
Yeah.
Yeah. Oh my. He wanted to go to bed when he got there.
Yeah, no, he did.
Like I just felt bad for him. I knew he was going, but I hadn't paid attention, so I didn't know he was like still there.
Yeah,
Triple overtime.
He was still there.
But
I still remember ACC championship field goal.
with SMU,
Like, that was
I was there.
amazing. Same.
I was there.
I was not there, guys. I'm not there.
That was really cool.
I
It was
not
worth the cold. It was worth it.
It was worth it? there. All right.
If we lost, it would have been.
Yeah, I would have been very sad if we'd lost.
Yeah.
So Justin, what's your favorite movie?
My favorite movie?
What's your favorite
Okay.
movie? Please be the one I think you're gonna say.
We're on the same wavelength here. My favorite movie. Oh, I know which. Okay.
Okay. If it's
La
not.
La Land's an incredible movie. I love La La Land. But in reality, my favorite movie, Shawshank Redemption. It's kind of basic, but that's an awesome
good movie.
I love that movie.
Good movie.
Or actually, Pirates of the Caribbean, Curse the Black Pearl. Love
The
Johnny
first
Depp.
one's a good one.
The first three,
Solid.
cinematic masterpiece. You start going downhill after that, but first three, worth watching. Love those movies.
I have like a favorite is always on rotation because it's like whenever new comes out, I'm like that's my favorite now. So
Yeah.
currently it's Wicked.
Oh my.
I know that's like a pretty basic answer. However, it was a good movie. Just wish it was only one part. I digress. But like classic Elf.
Elf.
Love that movie.
It's a good movie.
Interesting pick.
What's yours?
Mine?
Yeah.
I'd have to go with La La Land right now. La La Land.
It's such a. It shows. It's.
Either that
They
or
fall in love. They think they get married. They fall apart. He stays in
They
love.
don't get married.
Well, I'm saying that. Oh, sorry.
Don't spoil the movie for everybody.
Spoiler alert.
Awesome
Big
movie.
banner.
Spoiler alert. We'll put a banner on
I'm
there. Post
sorry,
editing.
guys. It's a great movie. I can't help it.
Hey,
I'd
if
either-
they haven't seen it by now, it's their fault.
I'd either
That's what
go
I'm
with,
saying. It's been out for a while.
I haven't seen it.
I'd either go with that. Goodfellas is a good movie.
Never seen that movie.
Or what's it called? Breakfast at Tiffany's. Those are easily top 3 for me.
Ooh, Pretty Woman's also a good movie. Like that's a classic.
I haven't heard that one.
Also, what's that movie about like the car? We talked about it in the hallway the other day, but it's like the lawyer that's like a brother or something. I don't know.
The Accountant? Or wait, what?
Nah, like they think they're
You
in.
lost me at lawyer.
They think they're in like prison because they shoplifted, but it's because they were being accused of murder, and then like are on trial, and it's a really good, like really funny.
Oh, My Cousin Vinny.
Yes, that one.
That's a good movie.
That one.
That took me a while
Also,
to get
Shutter Island. Have you ever seen
Shutter Island. You recommended me that one.
That movie is incredible. I would recommend that movie. I don't know if you can actually stream it anywhere. Sadly, you guys rent it, but that is an awesome movie.
That's what's stopping me from watching Wicked is that it's $30 to watch on Amazon, and there's no way I'm paying $30 to watch any movie.
See, I went to the movie theater
Even La La
on
Land.
Tuesday, and it was $5 a ticket.
Really?
Yeah.
Back home, it's like you're probably spending 20 if you like. It doesn't matter what time of the week. Like you're probably spending like the matinee is probably still 15. It's expensive.
That's rough. That's rough. But, and then one thing I think I've kind of noticed this semester, and I'm curious if I'm the only one. Group projects at Clemson. Do you guys think they're kind of this? Do you think they have the same vibe as they did in high school, where?
Okay,
Or do you think it
depends on the
depends?
people.
Depends
It
on-
depends on the people.
Well, that depends in high school too. It depends on the people.
Right.
I don't know if I've had one.
You
to
have-
be honest.
Really?
I've had the special project we did in physics, but
A
like
special project.
that's what it's called. It was called
Oh.
Special Project Number 1. But like I think that's the only group project I've done. It
Really?
was so stupid.
I have 3 going on just like right now this week.
I don't have any.
Oh man.
I just feel like I found that you either get paired with a group that's really bad and that's like no one carries their weight, or you all work really well together. And I feel there's no in between, but in high school I felt like there was always like a middle ground that was always like that's a group.
I will say for physics, my physics lab group, those guys top the line. We'll do the lab and the lab report, knock it out in like an hour, just done for the week. They don't even think about it anymore.
Yeah.
That's a good group together. We kill it on those lab reports.
That's crazy.
It was really funny in class today where he was like, so y'all did the lab on this. I don't have to take the lab. And so
We also hadn't done the lab. Our teacher was talking as if we had done some lab that, well, at least, maybe I missed class one day. Maybe I just wasn't paying attention. I don't think we ever did it. I think it was propaganda. I mean,
You think he just like decided to come in one day and it was just like, yeah, we're gonna throw him in the deep end?
I mean, that's how I feel every day in physics, to be honest. But
And MATLAB.
He's just drawing on the board, and it's like,
yeah, it's all over the head. It doesn't follow.
yeah.
And then another question I got for you is, do you guys have any favorite professors so far? Anybody you want to shout out?
Professor Taylor. He's a graduate student. I don't know if we're talking about the same guy.
I was talking about Dr. Taylor.
Yeah, mine's a Professor Taylor. He was a graduate student. He was my English 1030 teacher last semester. Awesome guy. He was really cool. And then my lit teacher this semester, honestly forgot his name. I don't remember. That's kind of sad. I don't know who it is, but he's also really cool.
That's crazy.
Professor Minor for SolidWorks, great guy. Very awesome dude.
Can I do like two categories? Because
Sure.
I can't pick. One like academically and two like
Personality.
One academically, Dr. Spence. She was my engineering 1020 professor.
Okay.
Made it so easy to understand. Like we always worked on. She was very kind too. Like I went to an office hour and like we were just like talking and like doing the work, and it was very like nonchalant, very easy, relaxing class. Like it was nice. Personality wise, Boshi Yang. He likes to be called Boshi. He was my honors calc professor. Was his teaching style maybe not the greatest, but like as a person, he was great. He was great. So yeah.
Shout out Professor Morris, my Russian teacher. I'm praying, hoping they let her teach intermediate Russian, but it looks like she only teaches the first 2 levels of Russian, and
So sad.
it is so sad. And we've made comments where it's like, we are going to email the head of languages at Clemson to get her to teach intermediate Russian. I feel like when you're in her class, it's hard at first because it's a new language, but she speaks it so much that you know what she's saying and you get so used to it, and you know exactly what to expect from her. Her grading is very flexible. Like on the final last year, I had like maybe 100 in the class, and then it turns out I needed like a 30 to get a 90 on the class in total on the final 30%.
That's what makes me so happy by the end of the semester is when I go in like an online calculator and it's like, here's my grade now. Here's how much my final like is percentage wise. What do I need to make? And it's like 45, and I'm like, oh, I got that.
I'm like, oh, thank Lord. And then she's so amazing. She sets up she has office hours, and she sets up a study group every week to just speak in Russian, or if you just want to get something new out of it. Ruski style, so I love it. So she's amazing. So hopefully we can get her on the podcast someday. That's my goal.
That'd be crazy.
So we can get her on
You
here.
get a teacher on here?
We get
President Clemens.
President Jim Clemens. If you see this, please come join the group.
So funny, dude. Oh, that'd be awesome.
We need Cade Klubnik on here. Cade, Christopher, somebody.
I'm jealous he got
The
to
door's
sled
open.
down the hill. I'm jealous of that.
Well,
Yeah, that was.
Like when it snowed, he got to sled down the hill.
Cade?
Man, always a football player and all,
But
but
like, open the doors, let us do it too. You know, like he can go first. I just want to also go.
He was the only one that let sled, or
I mean, they probably like the football team,
Yeah.
but he's the only one they videoed.
Yeah.
dang.
I will say I know someone who broke in. Well, like they didn't break in. The gate was open.
Oh, like
So
they
they
slid
just-
down the hill of the stadium.
Yeah.
Oh,
Yeah, they just
like
walked
the
in.
tanks.
I mean, that wasn't breaking in.
Yeah.
That's just like they
The
just.
door was
They
open.
got escorted out, but the guy was like, well, we did leave that open.
Yeah, so that's
Yeah.
not his.
That's on
their fault.
them, right? For leaving the door open.
Exactly.
But and then so what's something that surprises you that you've been surprised about here at Clemson in your in your time here? Something.
What surprises me is like, okay, like we're in college, we have so much more time on our hands.
Yeah.
But I feel like I have less time on my hands. You know what I'm saying? Like,
Yeah.
the hours kind of just like disappear sometimes. Like I'll just be like,
Yeah.
it'll be like 2 o'clock, and next thing you know, it's 8 o'clock, and I'm about to go to swim practice, and my day is like basically
It's
done.
over.
Like, oh, I still got a lot of stuff to do tonight. But how like time just disappears.
Yeah.
But yeah.
I will say that like
That must suck for you.
biggest thing I didn't expect was probably like how late classes go, like or how late they can go. Like I have a class that goes till 8:30 on Monday nights. Some labs go to 10.
Yeah, that's crazy.
Like I'm not sitting in that Gen Chem lab until 10 p.m. Ain't no way. Ain't no way.
I have an 8. I had an 8 p.m. on Tuesdays. Goes to like 9.
There's a
9,
class
9:30.
in the champs, like it's a hour and a half class that goes in. It's like it's on Wednesday. It's today Wednesday.
Today's Tuesday.
Today.
Oh no, today is Wednesday.
Oh, it is Wednesday?
Today is
Yeah.
Wednesday.
Okay, it's an hour and a half class that goes until 9:45 in the champs.
Is that the National Breakthrough Scholars one or like?
Probably.
Yeah.
I don't actually know, but I have a friend in that class, and I feel like he probably said something along those lines. So
Okay.
That sounds about right.
yeah.
I will say, I'm taking a pop culture and cultural theory seminar. Shout out to Dr. Pokratsky. That's so interesting. Like, it talks about, like, why things, like, we read articles about, like, Barbie and Ken and, like, the progression and their, like, relevance in culture today.
That's awesome.
It was
That's so cool.
really it's fascinating stuff, too. Like, we did a movie pitch last class because we were talking about genre and genre theory.
How was that one? How did that project go?
Fine. I think our movie pitch was kind of cringy.
Yeah.
I walked by that class. And go, what time is it at?
It's at 12:30 Tuesdays and Thursdays.
Was somebody giving a pitch on like they had 2 frat guys named like different names or
Yeah.
something? I like walked
Yeah.
by and I just heard one of the guys be like, "Oh, we got frat guy Joe," and I was like, "What is happening?" And how is this going on?
Yeah.
Did you ever end up using those generated images?
I did.
You
Yeah.
did?
I did use AI generated because ours was sci-fi.
You're right. Right.
And, like so, I typed
Shit,
in clips of
generate.
Death Valley, and I think like robots into my like the new thing in Siri where you can like make AI images. Popped out some great stuff, put it on the slideshow. I told them I used AI, but like it fit the theme, you know.
Yeah. I wouldn't argue with that. You know.
Seems valid to me.
And then, final question I'm gonna ask you guys: what's a piece of advice you would give anybody? Doesn't have to be a Clemson student, just anybody in general. Just in general.
Just be kind. I mean, really, just be kind. Everybody, people you see just walking down. Like if you're walking to core, just say hi to the people, like the people working. I mean, they're sitting there watching us just swipe our phones across their thing. Like try and brighten their day up a little bit.
Right.
Yeah.
I always try to say good morning, good afternoon when I go in because I feel like people just like stop by and it really
Yeah, it's just because also like they're just sitting there like it's such a like it's so boring. You're just sitting there. So like just try and have a little conversation. Just ask them how their day is going. Same thing with the workers, people who actually give them food. There's some really cool guys at the taco place. I need to ask the guy's name, but one of the guys is awesome. He's so cool, fun to talk to.
Yeah. My like probably biggest piece of advice would be like don't leave stuff to the last minute. Like
Justin.
Yeah, I mean, yeah.
like if you're like, oh, this is due tomorrow, and you have time to work on it the day before, do it the day before. Because you like never know what will happen. Like there's some assignments you're like, oh, this will be an easy 30 minutes. No, it's like 4 hours. Don't do that to yourself. I had friends last night who have an exam today and were up until 3 a.m. working on something that wasn't the exam.
Yeah. That's crazy.
Yeah, see, my always thing is if I'd rather use the time that I have now that's guaranteed to work on that work rather than not knowing if I'll have time.
See, that's a good
tomorrow to
idea.
do it.
That's
But I mean, I've gotten very lucky with homework this semester. So.
prioritizing studies is probably a good idea.
How many hours do you have?
17.
17?
20.
20?
Yeah.
How many you got?
21.
Dang, I look like a bum in here.
You see how much I spent time I spent on
that's-
homework. I 100% in Mario Kart the other day.
Actually,
Where I'm
that's
close.
awesome.
The only thing I'm missing is the gold tires now.
How do you get those?
I gotta go in time trials and I gotta beat all of the
Like the bots
times,
and
the bots.
yeah, I got you.
And I don't really want to do that, so.
I'll log in. It's okay. I'll do it.
but any last words from any of you guys? Any final shout outs?
It's been an honor.
Yeah.
Yeah.
If you're thinking about coming to Clemson, it's your top choice. Do it. If you're already here, enjoy it. Stay, even if it gets rough. It will always get better.
Could always be worse.
It could always be worse.
My dad always told me that today is the greatest day ever because you woke up.
Yep.
You know?
Yeah. You'll
Tomorrow
get through
isn't
it.
guaranteed.
You'll get through it.
But all right.
All right.
So I'd like to thank everybody for listening. I'd like to thank Blake
Yeah,
and
thank
Justin
you.
for
Thank
coming
you.
on.
Thank you.
And I'd like to wish everybody a blessed day. And we'll see you next time.
And if I don't see you, good afternoon, good evening, and good night.
All right. Sweet. Good job, guys.
Good work.